I am going to speak briefly to bring this convention to a close. And by the grace of God, we can see that from the very first day of this convention, when God raised men to speak to us, we have been greatly blessed. This is the end of 2021 General Convention in Nigeria, and I want to share with you on the word integrity. It is a common word, but so rare among Christians. I want to read from the book of Judges, chapter 11. I will read from verse 1 to verse 11 and from verse 29 through 40. Jephthah the Gileadite was a mighty warrior. His father was Gilead. His mother was a prostitute. Gilead's wife also bore him sons. And when they were grown up, they drove Jephthah away. You are not going to get any inheritance in our family, they say, because you are the son of another woman. So Jephthah fled from his brothers and settled in the land of Tob, where a group of adventurers gathered around him and followed him. Some time later, when the Ammonites made war on Israel, be our command, so we can. Didn't you hate me and drive me from my father's house? Why do you come to me now when you are in trouble? The elders of Gilead said to him, nevertheless, we are turning to you now. Come with us to fight the Ammonites, and you will be our head over all who live in Gilead. Jephthah answered, suppose you take me back to fight the Ammonites, and the Lord gave them to me. Will I really be your head? The elders of Gilead replied, the Lord is our witness. We will certainly do as you say. So Jephthah went with the elders of Gilead, and the people made him head and commander over them. And he repeated all his word before the Lord in Mizpah. In verse 29 through 40, the Bible here says, in verse 29, then the Spirit of the Lord came upon Jephthah. He crossed Gilead and Manasseh, passed through Mizpah of Gilead, and from there he advanced against the Ammonites. And Jephthah made a vow to the Lord, if thou give the Ammonite into my hands, whatever comes out of the door of my house to meet me when I return in triumph, fight it as a burnt offering. Then Jephthah went over to fight the Ammonites, and the Lord gave them into his hand. He devastated 20 towns from Arrow to vicinity of Minnith, as far as Abel-Karnim. Thus Israel subdued Ammon. When Jephthah returned to his home in Mizpah, who should come out to meet him but his daughter, dancing in the sound of tambourines? She was only one child, except for her, he had neither son nor daughter. When he saw her, he tore his clothes and cried, oh, my daughter, you have made me miserable and wretched, because I have made a vow to the Lord that I cannot break. 36, my father. She replied, you have given your word to the Lord. Do to me just as you promised. Now that the Lord has avenged you of your enemies, the Ammonites, But grant me this one request, she said. Give me 2 months to groom the hills and weep with my friends because I will never marry. You may go, he said. And he let her go for 2 months. She and the girls went into the hills and wept because she will never marry. Verse 39. After the 2 months, she returned to her father, and he did to her as he had vowed, and she was a virgin. From this comes the Israelite custom that each year the young woman of Israel go out for 4 days to commemorate the daughter of Jephthah the Gileadite. Beloved, to make it brief due to our time, we are talking on integrity. Integrity is a basic pillar of the human character, the Christian indeed. The dictionary defines it as the state of being complete. 25. In scripture, apostles speak of our just being just and no. According to 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 12 to 21. And the psalmist speak of the man who keeps his oath, even when it's hot. This is integrity, when our words and deeds agree, when we are always who we are, no matter who we are, with or where we are. It is the capacity to keep our promise, even when it is not convenient. According to Socrates, the first key to greatness is to be in reality what we appear to be. Sadly, John Maxwell says integrity is a vanishing commodity today. Personal standards are crumbling in a world that has taken two hot pursuits of personal pleasure and shortcut to success. Sadly still, the Christians have not been spared their fair share of falling personal standards. Ought it to be so? Scripture speaks. We are the lights of the world, and the earnest expectation of the Creator waited the manifestation of the sons of God. We are the sons of God. Ought we not, therefore, to manifest our integrity of character in a dark and disoriented world? Child of God, brethren, let us consider that there is a demand of integrity. The demands of integrity is number one. It demands that we do not say the things we don't mean or intend to do, according to Psalm 15, verse 4. Don't say what we don't mean and intend to do. We must keep to our words. And number two, it demands that we maintain godly standards. The brethren have spoken well in this convention right from the first day of this convention. More than 16 speakers have spoken to us on different and various topics, which, and by the grace of God, this has given us fair knowledge of the scripture, which can also help us to live a life of integrity in preparation for the future life. Now, number three, it demands that we don't have divine loyalties. Brother, this is so important that having determined to follow the truth, our loyalty must be focused on standing on the truth, abiding on the truth, standing for the truth and defending the truth. We should not have disloyalty, no matter what happened in the world.